Centralia Panthers Coaches Corner, a service of First Heritage Bank, Blue Valley Technologies, and Wanklin Oil.
This new year, you deserve better. Better internet, better speeds, and better service from a company that gives back to your community. Sign up for Blue Valley Technologies Fiber Internet and get 3 months free. Already a customer? Try a faster speed for 3 months at no extra cost. For more details, visit us at bluevalley.net or call 877-876-1228. Happy New Year.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender. First Heritage Bank in Centralia, Corning, Seneca, and Vermilion. Member FDIC. Online at 1hbank.com.
Welcome into the Centralia Panthers Coaches Corner program, joined today with girls basketball head coach Dusty Thompson. Coach, talked about games last week, picked up a good one over Frankfort, but then fell, over at Lynn. And we were talking beforehand, just kind of that game, everything that I don't want to say can go wrong went wrong, but, there was a lot of factors that went into that contest. But, like we were talking, was this maybe a good loss, air quotes, to use to kind of get you ready for Sub-State?
Oh, I think so. We played well. Like I told you, we didn't. I didn't think we played bad. I told the girls in the locker room we didn't play bad. We just didn't make plays we needed to. And kind of opposite of the league tournament, they got in foul trouble, and we were able to take advantage. And Friday night we got in foul trouble, and they took advantage of some things. And we've got some things that we need to get better at as far as when that happens. But yeah, I think it was. Nobody wants to lose, but I told the girls you learn from it, and we get better going forward. And I think we will. Then we'll be just fine.
Oh, absolutely. And like we said, too, a loss to a good team's maybe a little bit of a kick in the rear end to get you ready for Sub-State. And as you do kind of start looking at the postseason, not necessarily who you're going to play, but for you as a team internally, what step do you need this team to take to hopefully make another deep run?
Oh, I think we've got to do a better job of finding a post at times. I thought the other night we kind of went away from playing an inside-out game, and we've got the size that's kind of what we need to be able to do at times. And just like I told you, when we got to switch up who we match up on, understanding what those girls are capable of. I thought Friday night we played a little too long when we had to switch, still playing it the way we played our girl to start with before we made switches, and just tweak some little things. And I keep telling them when you're playing well, we should be able to nitpick at things, and I think that's what we need to do this week.
Well, and you bring up a good point. Yeah, this time of the season, it's those little things that you can kind of start hammering out and figuring out, too, as well. And as you do get ready for Sub-State, a lot of these girls were on last year's state championship team. So, how do you hope that they handle the expectations and handle, that target on your back? Because you are reigning state champions, you are Centralia, and everyone's going to give you their best shot when you get into the postseason.
Yeah, I think it's for us, it's understanding that those things happen, but I told the girls, and I still believe that right now our biggest competition is us. If we play the way we're capable of playing for 4 quarters, then we've got a great shot of winning every night. And that's not to say somebody can't beat you somewhere along the roads, but I'll take our chances. When we play the type of basketball we're capable of playing.
And when you do look at the last 2 games of the year at Axel Tuesday and then at Wabaunsee, coming up, two quality opponents to get you ready for you, as you kind of get ready for that again, how good will that be to face some high quality opponents instead of, let's just say, some cakewalks here going into the postseason?
Well, I think it'll be good for us, especially after that loss the other night. It'll be interesting to see how we rebound Tuesday night, against Axel, and then again Thursday, with Wabaunsee and stuff, and Blue Valley on Friday. But some good games this week to gauge whether or not we make the adjustments that we need to make. It's easy to make them when maybe the competition ain't quite so great. But we're going to see some good teams this week, and we'll see how we make those adjustments to what we did wrong Friday night.
And last one here for you, Dusty, before I let you go, but talk about Axtell. I'm going to have a chance to be over and call that game. I'm expecting a good defensive battle. I know Axtell's dealing with some injuries, but especially the Detweiler girl at the point guard. How do you make sure, you kind of chop the head off the monster, I guess I'll say, and come out with an impressive win?
I think for us, it's ball pressure. And we're good enough and quick enough to put ball pressure. It's got to understand when you can go for a steal, when you just need to play great defense, and force her to have to play through some of those other girls at times. Don't let her get going on her own, and then make her get some of those other girls involved and force them to shoot the basketball as well.
Well, it'll be a tough test nonetheless, and especially in front of that road crowd too for you guys. It'll be a good one to match up and in the TVL regular season with. Again, talking with Dusty Thompson, head coach of the Centralia girls basketball team. Dusty, I've appreciated the time all season. I'll look forward to seeing you Tuesday night, and best of luck in postseason as we get into that.
Sounds good, Max. Appreciate it.
Centralia Panthers Coaches Corner, a service of First Heritage Bank, Blue Valley Technologies, and Wanklin Oil.